Well, good evening, and welcome back to the Magus once more. I'm taking my life in my hands here, or at least the stream in my hands, I should say, in that I have started streaming before I've flown to where I want to go, which probably means I'm going to crash. So I'm going to try and delay it as long as I potentially can. I hope everyone's well. I hope you've all been enjoying the rest of your day. Um, After our discussion earlier on, I want to see what my pandemonium is uh, once I'm actually fully in changing. Yeah, 1345. It's terrible. Changing dots are terrible. They will always be terrible. Um, I I just don't like changing dots. Like changing is the one tree in here that I think needs the most work. Havoc works for what it does. Demonology works for what it does. Changing just never feels like it. Uh, what do I want? Hmm. Why not? Do something a bit different. Uh, dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah, do that. I haven't used the agonizing torrent in ages. I remember it was quite crap, but I'll see how it's like in Roar. I don't think I've ever used it in Roar before. Uh, to Reichland and potentially crashes. Go on, don't crash. I dare you. And it crashed. See, this is why I should always fly somewhere before I log in. Always wants to do it to me. Kind of thought I got away with it because obviously I did the um, Zoom translation between Inevitable City and Viper's Pit, and I got away with that. So I was like, maybe, maybe. But no, just hates me. Let's see what fun and skullduggery we can get up to. Drake Watch. Do some scenarios as well. So we're 13% towards 67 with 505 work rests. And we're pretty much bang on halfway through our RVR week. So, yeah. Oop. Who's this? Zap. Boom. Not everybody after me there. No, that's why you've just rezzed me. Either that or he's not very confident in his own rezzing ability, and that's why he says you still live. That could be more to do with it, in fairness. A lonesome chopper looking after the flag. Not realizing that just over this rise, giant battle is unfolding. Oh, looks like Destra won. We get anything out of all of that? Little bits and pieces. Nothing major. Gonna say, where'd the rock go? Not that it made much difference, I completely cocked that one up. Retribution has joined the effort for order. Is that the order version of brutality? I think it might be. Can never remember. Names were never my strong point. It's so hypnotic. It's twice I've heard like a horse gallop and turn around and it's that marauder. Whole bunch of Destra running. That must mean that there's an Order Zerg up there. Ooh, crikey. Float, little disc, float. Snipe, snipe, snipe. Oh, hello there. Go away. I'll just hide over here. Well, maybe forget all about me. There was no Magus. It's all a figment of your imagination. Headshot. Ooh. Being chased by an archmage. I have an engineer trying to intercept me. I win. I guess their version of Seed of Chaos going off. Game on, everybody. There we go. What up against? A Rune Priest. Rune Priest and a shit ton of DPS. Oh, they've got a Warrior Priest now as well. I like Biggin's helmet. That's what I like to see on a chopper. I don't know if you can get that look or not on a chopper, but suits them well. Very orky. Ow. I'll hit it with a stick. There you go. Oh, he's here still. Well. I was like, why am I able to attack him, of all people? Surely it's his turret hitting me. Then it all made sense. Hercules diving in. Freedom! Well, at that point, once you see that many red people running towards you, you can only do one thing, which is pray to Zinch. Oh, I see a red name in there. I was going to say they're trying to backcap us. The fools! Pew pew! AP regen for me. Zonk. For Witch Hunter. I'll know if I get a big purple number whether that killed him or not, but I don't think it has. I think he got to healing in time. Because there was my dots on, there was the Shami's dots on him. But his heal over time potion was keeping him going through it. Whoosh. How? That's not very nice. Ooh, 10.5. Nice. Little me was 3-1. Not a bad percentage contributing to kills in terms of my damage. For a Magus. This is up to 21%, so what's that? 8% we've done so far. In just under half an hour. Not terrible. What's our VR week say to us? Nearly at our second pip. So it's going at least. It's a positive. 200% AAO on Black Crag looks appealing. And it's only 20% Black Crag. Something tells me someone's expecting a dual zone push by order. Oh, Witch Hunter and Armbringer. Nuh-uh. Aw, Pinky can't fire. Okay, Scally. Make the jump. Good doggy. Look out, biggin. There'll be a witch hunter on the prowl. He's already gone into stealth. So he's likely give up on me at this point. I got down there just in case. In fact, I'm going to move this back over here because I'm constantly looking over here for it. I'll move this down. Like so. Ooh, I'm a litter bug. Marauder. I think that's what I might play tomorrow is my Marauder. I was bringing him back last night. I had him out doing some butchery stuff. I thought he was 200 butchery, but he wasn't. So I got him up a bit higher. He's up to about 170 something now. What's this going on? Just got an alert in my outside camera. Somebody at my front door. I see you. I'm muted and can't hear. This gives me the perfect opportunity to switch over and say... Hello. Called it. There's going to be one here. I can feel it. Well, do you know what? I'll bring out Bluey for a bit. He's down here. Don't know where he was trying to go. Still convinced we're going to see a Marauder Ram here as well. There's too many of the buggers still here. Well, I think I find the Destra that are still here. And I think the Order that are still here over here. Oh, field. You hate it when you're trying to grow out new crops on the field. I had it one time, I think it was when I was moving over to 200s for healing potions on the chamois. And I had put in 4, and all 4 critical failed. I was raging. Had to go back to 175s to get the 200s again. Hmm. Well, well, well. The Order Num Num detection array has worked wonders. Gotcha. Now, how many, I wonder, do we have over here? Too many. Ah, should be up a demon.
You there?
You there? What day is it? Why, it's Zeech's Day. Zeech's Day? What is that? It's like Christmas. Only with demonic birds rather than turkeys. Excuse me for yawning. Which else seems quite happy with herself. Very bouncy. Oh. Ah, Seardog. I'll kill Seardog. He's in chat.
Nerd alert!
Hi, you little demons. Nice things, bud. The Magus, I suppose, would be quite a nerd, because he would be poring over his books on demonology all the time. Okay, can't complain. Or you could complain and no one would listen. That is also acceptable. Mainly because I'm not a dwarf. Dwarfs do love a good complaining session. Uh-oh. I took too long to use my heal. Everything is peachy when you're a carefree, fun-loving goblin. Except when you do your special, because that means something's gone horribly wrong. Or someone's about to get white lion. Oh, crikey, there's more than just a white lion. Away from me. No! Well, I didn't mean to do that. Don't think they meant to do that either, in fairness.
The weakling Southmen deserve to die.
I agree, the weakling Scythemen do deserve to die. Well, you punt one and they all run away. Yeah. They're all gone over to Destro PvE now. Hey, we've got our second pip. One more to go. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to get it unless some AAO shows up from somewhere. ASF, ASF, ASF. I remember I did once do that in Star Wars The Old Republic, where I accidentally opened the chat box and it was picking up all my keyboard inputs. and I was in the middle of a fight. And when I realized, I was like, oh no, I pressed enter and then realized what I had done and logged off through sheer embarrassment. I find the gobos. Scenarios have given up again. Nope. I'll leave a Nurgling behind since I'm taking supplies. Looks like Eastenders started only way to eke him out now is spawn a ram. To be honest, I'm quite surprised that whenever they started hitting Black Crag, they didn't have a ram here because they hit 2 stars pretty much as soon as they started hitting Black Crag. And I was convinced you were going to see another ram here. And it just didn't happen. They're doing the whole thing now is they can't do a keep siege, so the only thing they want to do is sit and wait for Destro to siege. They might even wait for a fort. Um, I don't know. I think their love of defending stuff would stop them from doing that personally. Oh, these are order supplies. Please and thank you. They've now got 100 people in Black Crag, which makes me think they're going to try it again. got friends. An Archmage on its own would be a handful. An Archmage with buddies is not what I want to be fighting. I know Zerwax would siege that in a heartbeat, but I think Broder knows what they're up to. I mean, this tends to be the problem at this time of the day anyway, is there's so many people around and there's so many waiting in the wings, shall we say, that sieging anything really just goes out the window. Because unless the other side just gives up on it, or you've got like a really, really good screen of people coming in, you're never taking a keep. And that's all this zone's devolved down into now, because the majority of them have all gone over to Black Crag, is there's a party or two basically doing their best to avoid each other, and BOs are just coming up every now and again. And nobody's doing scenarios. Game Pop shows order advantage, but Lakes don't. Yeah, they're all sitting waiting, that's why. They're either currently logged out in Willem's Fist, or they're sitting in PV somewhere, or Altdorf, most likely. If Order could, they would defend all day long. They'd never attack. Unless there was nobody on the other side, in which case they would attack all the time. But what they really want to do is they just want to defend. They want to get a funnel going and just funnel. Because that's where the major renown is for them. When I played Order, Ibel would sit in PvE with Warband behind keeps. We're not waiting. We're in the Black Crag spawn camping you. Massive Zerg versus Zerg. Well, that would explain why your numbers are fluctuating up and down. I don't know why they left Prague as the fights were good. Um, I don't know. I wasn't gonna lie. I seen a bit of Tosh's stream, um, but I think that was here. I think they were defending Willem's Fist, was what I saw. Can't remember whether I seen Prague or not. Hey, we've got Malmar. So what have we got? We've got a Rim Priest and a DPS Archmage versus a DPS Chamois and a Doc. Interesting. Sorry about that. Difficult to type whilst playing on another laptop and in combat. That's what you got feet for, Matt. Like, come on. Multitask. If you really want to take it to the next level, you also have to get like a tablet or a phone strapped to your shoulder so you can like type in it as well with your nose. Well, it seems like Malmar's healing's better than our guy's healing. Ah, didn't get you off the side, Malmar. Oh, you're immune. I dare you. Just get voice recognition and shout at the screen. I would hate to think what voice recognition would kick up for me if I was using that. I have a hard enough time. I have it in my car, and I have a hard enough time when I'm driving to get it to play music. It's just like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. I was like, play music. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. It's like, I'm going to have an accident if you don't play music. I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. I was like, God damn it. Ooh, I got that off just in time. And dead again. My beloved Angie is leveling slowly but surely. Same name as on Twitch. R is far ahead of regular level, as you said. Nice, dude. How you find the Angie? Play Spice Girls calling your wife. That's the one good thing with it. It's like it has never once done the opposite of what I've asked. It always just never does anything of what I ask it to do. Yeah, it's the English voice saying, sorry, I don't understand you, so patronizing. Yeah. Welsh accent here would probably have similar problems with my set Ibiza. To be honest, I think it would have problems with most English accents. Just need somebody posh. It's like, dear Sad Ibiza, please play my music. I was like, yes, master, playing music now. Ooh, I'm at 199 in cultivating. The hilarious thing is, this was my first character on the server. He was the first one to have cultivating, and he's the last one out of all the cultivators to get to 200. Magus was my first ever character on live. I've had a go at most classes except for the tanks. Magus was my first class on live as well. To be honest, I wanted to play a Magus even before they had announced that there was a Magus. Because I loved all the Chaos Sorcerer models in the tabletop game. So I was like, I'm just going to play that, because that's clearly what the ranged DPS of a Zinch-based Chaos faction is going to be. And then in early beta, it was... the Magus was twinned with the Bright Wizard. And then after that, they changed it. Because an awful lot of the early classes bear no resemblance to what they are now. So the Zealot, for example, was the melee DPS healer class. Even though it's a ranged class now, and no melee DPS at all. Um, the Slayer didn't exist. It was the Hammerer, which is kind of like an Iron Breaker with like dual wield, almost. Ow. I still have the original class guide in Atlas. When I read the class guide, it was hands down Marauder for me. I, I just always loved the Magus.
Let Carfrans come.
Always. Just forever. And then when I seen the first ever piece of artwork they showed off for the Magus was the concept art for this armor. I was just like, yep, that's me. I'll start paying my subscription now, thank you very much. Ooh, we're halfway to Pip 3. Just love the mutating arm and the tentacles on Detente. Yeah, the design for the Marauder is really good. Although, the funny thing about it is you can't half tell that they had issues getting the right arm to be the mutated arm. Because right up until launch, they were trying. That's why, like, the cinematic and all for it, it's the right arm of the Marauder is the mutated arm. And all the artwork, the right arm's the mutated arm. Um, but apparently it was something to do with how like the DPS and all of the weapons work was the reason they couldn't make it right arm. Don't know for why, but apparently. That and I was a very aggressive player at the start. Well, thank goodness you've mellowed now. Not a bit of aggression in you at all. Look at them, they're all just popping their heads up going, yep, we're going to go in and attack. Old age brings the calmness. Really does, let me tell you.
Never turn your back.
I used to be all kinds of sweaty tryhard back when I was a teenager slash 20 something. Oh, Sir Doug. Aggressive Marauder did a godly pull on me in RVR from 10 miles away earlier. All part of him. Every time I try and pull someone on the Marauder, it fails. And then all I'm forever getting told is, no, never fails. You're just doing it wrong. I'm like, why am I doing it wrong? I'm clicking the button. Should I double click the button? Then it'll never fail? Oh! They captured to keep in Black Crag. We're going to a fort. Interesting. I had a friend who was a marauder too, and we used to go fishing trips. Oh, God. Let's see if we can get anything done in Black Crag before it locks. The one that always used to annoy me in live was the White Lion. White Lion pull used to be horrendous. And you used to get little groups of them would just band together and they'd go, we're going to pull these 4 healers or these 4 DPS or whatever it was they wanted. And that was it. You were just pulled. You couldn't get away from it. It's like 150-foot range or something like that. Oh, crikey. Leave Pinky alone. See that? That dwarf was sitting hitting Pinky. God. Zap. Oh, find some Destro. Hey. I got a gold bag. Oh, God. Now, in fairness, I did do stuff in Black Crag earlier on today. Oh, dear. Unbelievable. Our group would call targets for us and we would try and fish them out in order. This ramp here is where the spawn camping happened. Yeah, that's where I figured it would have been. You remember on live bounties on certain players, that was fun trying to fish them. Streamer privilege. I wish. All I'm laughing at is the fact that I used to do so many things on my blackguard, and like I would have taken BOs, I would have killed players, I'd have been involved in siege defenses or siege attacks, everything under the sun. You get to the role and it'd be like, you haven't won a bag, we're very sorry. And it would literally just go week after week, nothing. Not a sausage. I was like, uh-huh. Thanks, game. Means a lot. Range DPS privilege, that's what I'm calling it. Oh, we're nearly a third of the way to 67. Used to be able to climb into Land of the Dead Order camp and kill them as they spawned in. Got a couple of warnings for that. Didn't know that now. Didn't know you could do that. Or at least if I did, I've forgotten that you could do that. My favourite used to be if you were ever in Land of the Dead doing some farming. And it would switch. You'd just go out into the middle of the desert, or you'd try and get yourself down along the river somewhere, and you'd wait. And the amount of renown you could get from killing people was crazy. Uh-oh. Phew. Hey, we're at 200 now. So I can get rid of that, and that. Showing mind of a sabbatical, feel the Mara urge growing. Well, it's always good to play something different every now and again. What level's your Marauder? Seven. So he's got a little bit of growing to do. I thought you were going to say he's like 68 or something like that. I was going to go, oh, not too bad. Good, good point to jump in. Pick up where you left off, that kind of thing. Definitely wasn't expecting you to say 7. It expired just as I arrived. Thanks, game. I need 1,484 for the old final part of our doodah. I'll take us to 660. We need to get to 800 and something, I think it is, to get the invader jewelry item. So still got a bit to go on the old Warcrest front. I have a 40 Marauder, but he is from the days when the RR cap was 40. Ah, okay. Oh, yay, we got a 200. I'll give it to the 40-minute mark, and then if there's no movement on it, I'll go to Reichland. I really should finish my White Lion as 73, but order playstyle at the minute is such a turn off. To be honest, it's one of those ones I treat it the same way I treat my order characters, which is if there's a huge amount of AAO and you're not feeling like playing one of your Destro characters, just log on order. You met him briefly, he didn't run away. Did I? What was the name? Ekrif. What character did I meet him on? I haven't played him for 6 months. What was I playing 6 months ago? Blackguard. Blackguard or Witch Elf, I think. Did I win? No, but you didn't run away either. Sounds like me. You've got me interested now. I did a lot of clicking, I couldn't find it. Right, there's 40-minute mark. Away to right on the game. Good luck, Fort. You weren't well geared at the time. Six months ago. What was I wearing? Seriously? Seriously? Ah, screw you, Fort. Screw you.
best spoils of war. Use it well.
Use it well. Strike watch. Trying to think what gear I would have had 6 months ago. 6 months ago in Blackguard. January-ish. Vanquisher? Something like that, I'm sure. Let's go south. Probably conquer Vanquisher. I had a quick look there while I was waiting for the fort, but I couldn't say anything. Probably didn't go far enough back. Ooh. Well, it's like the... Ooh, hello. Mind you, my white lion is still Vanquisher. It's hard to play melee pug in order because you push and half your warband mount up and run away. In fairness, that feels like pug anywhere. It's just you turn around and look and they're like 5 miles away going in the opposite direction, like I'm trying to do right now. Oh yeah, he's coming now. He's got friends. That was silly. He's got immunity. Should have got more dots on him. Archmage wasn't healing him. So I started solo roaming. Ah! The hallmark of a insane player, solo roaming. Let's see if the Archmages are still camping up here or not. Oh dear, my reservation for Butcher's Pass has been removed again. That one lasted a hell of a lot longer than the first one did. First one was like, here's your reservation. Bye. Second was like, here's your reservation. 4 years later. Oh, it's not there anymore, but please do call again. Need one piece of sovereign on my chamois for best in slot. He's 98% 77, but so jaded at the minute. You can do it, Pinky. I believe in you. Damnation. Can I get up here? I can! Victory! They said I couldn't do it. They said I didn't know how to climb mountains. But gosh darn golly, I climbed that molehill. Ah, they've already capped up there. Oh well. Should force myself to do 13,000 around then. I need 1,500 crests. The crest's going to be the hard part. Because I'm in a similar boat at the minute with my black card, as I want to get the sovereign chess piece just to finish off the looks. And I've only got, I think it's 500 crests at the minute. And I don't know, getting the 1,300 or something like that crest is going to take a long, long time. Is on Destro, can't bloody buy a bag at that. Well, that's the thing. That's why I was so surprised by that gold bag that I just got in Black Crag, because near enough any time I'm on when there's any kind of keep or zone push, it's like you haven't won a bag. It was the same when I was on the Witch Elf and Monday morning stroke afternoon. It was like there was what, about 5 or 6 zone pushes by order. And I think I got like 2 white bags. And that was about the height of it. Whereas I can sit and watch a stream and someone will be just sitting playing. There'll be like 4 zone pushes and it's like 3 purple bags and a gold. And I'm like, hi. Yeah, it's tough when you work because you don't usually get a bag until after a few locks. And I do 3 to 4 hours some nights, mostly on Saturday. Yeah, that's my problem because I'm only doing 2 hours a night. And usually the 2 hours where I'm doing, there's nothing happening. You very rarely ever get zone pushes at all, let alone when they do happen, getting any kind of bag. And then it's usually the case you'll log on to an alt to do something, and that'll use up your bag allotment. And you're like, God damn it! I didn't want a gold bag in my Marauder. I don't need it here. Be nice if bags you could send them to your other characters. Because like let's face it, you can only get a bag in tier 4 anyway. And it's not as if there's something different in them. Like it's the same if you get it on a Marauder, it's the same bag contents on a Magus as is a Blackguard or whatever. The WordCrest being a countbound one, it's one I've thought about. And some days I think, yeah, it's a brilliant idea, and other days I think, no, it sounds terrible. And I can't quite make my mind up on it. And part of me thinks it's just because somebody would abuse it. Because, like, on my order side, um, I have a Shadow Warrior, I have a Warrior Priest, a Knight of the Blazing Sun, and uh, a Witch Hunter. The Shadow Warrior in Tier 1, for some reason, just flies through his weekly RVR. So what I started doing with him was I just started going, okay, I'm not taking the crest, I'm just taking the gold. And I ended up with a lot of gold. So then I could go and buy stuff that I needed to buy for the other characters. And part of me thinks that if they were to make war crests account wide, that's all anybody would do is they would create a character that they would know could go through weekly renown influence quickly in tier 1, get all the crests for it, and then just boost up their other characters that way. And that's the main reason I can think against it. So what they could end up doing is they could just go, okay, well now your weekly is account wide as opposed to just character wide, which would be equally kind of because now you just have like crest shortage across the board. It would be nice for people with limited time though. Yeah, I agree. I always like to check to make sure Rooney hasn't put a self res on other healers. Currently, the weekly contributes to cross realm because people want it in multiple characters. Probably, yeah. Actually ends up maining an NGM live. You poor unfortunate soul. Oh, I just replied to myself. How many drinks have you had, little demons? How many fingers am I holding up? Too many. I'm on my halls at the minute. Uh, I'm the same. I'm on my holidays this week as well. Only I haven't managed to overdo it yet. I've got myself a grolsch sitting here, and that's about the height of it. Well, I am going to Dublin on Thursday, so there is every chance I will be very, very drunk on Thursday night. So I need 1,075. That's where that fort would have been quite nice. We've been able to get some sort of renown and influence out of it. But looks like Order's going to get it. Nice, I'm going to the zoo on Thursday. Was going to check out Dublin Zoo, but just going to Belfast now. Never been to Dublin Zoo. Been to Belfast Zoo, but it was a long time ago. The one thing that I remember about Belfast Zoo the last time I was there, it was like off season, it was like February or something like that. It was very icy. Um, and we went to the big cat enclosure, and they had lions sitting behind perspex glass, and it shocked me that a lion's head was pretty much the size of my torso. And like, I'm a big guy, I'm 6'1", and like it was just ugh. You don't really appreciate how big they are.
Your destiny awaits. How will you prove yourself?
Just two again. I was hoping to get him off the side. Oh, how all the desks are up here, and yet this BO's uncaptured. Oh, it's all kicking off in Realm War. I could bring a dress, white cloak, and roleplay a white line, or not actually. Well, stick your head out. You can do it, little witch elves. I believe in you. Or not. Might give the grandchildren nightmares. Oh, look at that. Creation has failed. So I've lost all of my 200 Smedley caps. Boo and earns, good sir. Boo and earns.
My disappointment is immeasurable,
Who's trying to trade me?
and my day is ruined.
Bring your cat, throw it at the kids and yell, fetch. You want the 200 Smedley? That's alright, I can grow some more. It's just, it's funny, I was mentioning it earlier, that it's like I had 4 of, was it the healing potion one, I think, on one of my characters in, and they were the only 4 I had, and they all critically failed, I lost them all. And then the only 2 Smedleys I had them both in, and they both fail. It's like the game just does it to annoy you. I have all of the apothecary stuff. Just shout if you want any seeds. Oh, thanks, dude. I have pretty much everything I need. I just use each character to grow specific things. I think I annoyed them. At least a little bit. Ha! You have to swim. At this point, I don't need to craft anymore. I just sell goldweed. I don't think it's even worth crafting. Just selling goldweed is enough. Feels like that's all I ever produce these days is goldweed and gobsworts. I actually did it. It was like, I think the witch elf had sent like 3 meals of stuff to the marauder, and I logged in the marauder, and I was like, why have I got so many messages? And then I realized I've been sending goldweed and gobsworts from the chamois, and also from who's the other one? The chopper. And I had like, just like in my bag, it was just like line after line after line, just filled with
Hail.
goldweed and gobsworts. And I was like, I probably should have been spending some time making main ingredients. Didn't have any, so I had to sit and make out a whole bunch of main ingredients for him to make some potions for everybody. So now everybody's got loads of lasting elixir of recovery. Doo-doo. Faction numbers are bouncing around like a bingo game at the moment. What's going on? I think it's just a lot of people jumping between zones. Right. Sorry, I had a friend messaging me there. Damn, it's boring being low level at the minute. I recently started and I'm sitting in a queue for like an hour for a scenario. Scenarios are weird at times. So if you're queuing for Discordant, which is the solo one, sometimes it can be popping really quickly, sometimes it takes forever. Because like I've been in this Discordant queue for ages. Now, what you can do is you can just do a join all, and you'll probably get a pop quicker, but you're going to be up against pre-mades, most likely. So, sometimes it's better just not to get a pop in that particular instance, but yeah, scenarios can be a bit hit and miss now and then, depending on what's going on in the lakes, whether anybody's actually going to queue for them or not. They should drop the amount of XP in scenarios, because tier 2 scenarios are the best part of the game, not for me. Yeah, I've never understood why they give so much XP. Because realistically speaking, it would be a brilliant way for people to level, just exclusively doing scenarios. The biggest problem with it is, like, the more you lose, the quicker you get to 40, and then the more you're going to lose. Oh, someone just hit Renown and Kitty. Congrats to them. But if there's no RVR scenario popping, how can I level then? What level are you at the minute? If you lose bolster or low renown rank, then things will be tough for you. Yeah, very true. Right now I'm at level 12. Okay, so what's your renown rank? Tosh, thank you very much for the raid, kind sir. Welcome along, everybody. So you can find out your renown rank, by the way, if you hover over your wee purple bar here, below your XP bar. So it should say renown rank. Yeah, tier 1 is very much sort of swings and roundabouts kind of thing, even more so than like the higher tier stuff, because you'll log into it and there'll be a group of people running around picking up boxes on the opposite side, and you'll just constantly get stomped anytime you meet them, or the group of people running around picking up boxes will be on your side and you'll have nobody to fight. So in that particular instance, all you can do is run around and pick up boxes, because that'll at least give you some renown while you wait for scenarios, if scenarios even pop. The trick is, if you look over here on your State of the Realm, you'll see, once it loads into tier 1 at least, so Blighted Isle at the minute, the little blue number here, that's called AO, and that means if you're on order side, when it's blue, you're going to get more renown for anything that you do that generates renown. If it's red, then it's more for Destro. So if, say for example, you were picking up a box, and a box would normally give you 300 renown, Now it'll maybe give you 380 renown. So if you're wanting to keep your renown level still going while you're doing scenarios or while you're doing PQs, that's something that you can do just to keep it going, even if there's nobody in the zone to fight. But as Little Demon says, like once you get to tier 4, like you've already seen it here tonight, there's tons of people out roaming around. And the other thing that will happen as well is if you're picking up the boxes and taking them in, you'll be getting what's called influence, which goes into this wee bar up here. And that'll get you sort of gear and weapons and stuff in the various tier 1 RVR lakes. So you'll be getting some gear out of it as well. It'll also go towards your weekly RVR influence, which is in here. And it's really useful in getting you extra work rests and stuff like that so that you can buy gear. So it's not the most efficient way to level, it's not the best way to level, but if there's nobody about to fight, you might as well do it. Because you're still at least getting XP renown and influence by doing it. What's that? 793 influence we need now to max this out. Yeah, I thought of that too. But the secret to this game is just trying to keep your renown rank ahead of your character level. And the further ahead of it you can get it, the better. Like as Little Demon says, like if you can get it up to like 20 by the time you're leaving, so whenever you leave tier 1 you're level 16, renown rank 20, that'd be really good. If you can't get it that high, it's alright. Like, I don't think any of us managed to get it that high when we're doing our first tunes, but it really sets you up better late game. Just because it gives you access to more abilities and better gear quicker. See how they all turn direction when they sing Pinky? Order is naturally afraid of Pinky. See how that Slayer turned around as soon as I summoned in Pinky? He's like, I don't want any of that. Look! He was their first target. They knew he was the most powerful of everybody here. All of my characters have been like renown rank 45, 50 when I've leveled them, and it worked out fine. Yeah, like, it'll be fine, but if you get it to like 50, 55 by the time you hit 40, your life is so much easier than if it's renown rank 40 or 45. TT Lull, thank you very much for the follow, kind sir. That's very much appreciated. That's actually quite weird. I'm not used to seeing out of range for Bolt of Change. I tried to hit 40 or 50 at least so I can go straight into Vanquisher. That's the dream. That really is the dream. Vanquisher feels like the point you should be 40. in all honesty. I really wish there was a way for them so that they could, I don't know, maybe increase bolster so it keeps going until you hit that renown level. There's nothing worse than being 40 and sitting in Annihilator gear or Conqueror gear. Personally. You can do it, but you need to stick with open RVR rather than scenarios. Yeah. The losses in scenarios is the thing that gets you. Literally everybody I target is a tank. Well, Spanky got spanked. I deleted my tunes lower than around rank 50, easier to re-roll them. Stop losing. Do you know what? I've never tried that, Malmar. Next scenario I have that's not going to go my way, I just got to turn around and go, stop losing. I'll do a wee video like what's his name, the actor who went a bit insane. Oh god, what's his name? He was in Transformers. Did the whole video thing just going, just do it! Just do it! My white lion absolutely pawned tier 2, but leveling order is easier as a pug. Micro that for scenarios. Just stop losing, everybody. Shia LaBeouf. That's the one. Thanks, guys. I love how the two of you were in perfect timing with that. One of you is with the first name and the other with the second name, and in perfect order. Great minds think alike. It really is. I've seen witch hunters do crazy things before. I've never seen one fly from here to there. Is that some new ability they get? Phase shift between dimensions? Tosh is not far from that when he starts yelling that order to push. It is quite funny the number of times I've joined in one of Tosh's streams, and like the first thing I hear as soon as it opens up is like, God, guys, just move! Move! I'm like, oh, Tosh is doing scenarios. Oh, someone's got their guns out. Stop healing new players. Nothing worse than watching your dots tick down and at 5% some random healer saves them. Or as I was saying to Tasty earlier, it's like nothing worse than putting all your dots in someone and then someone like Malbar comes along and just goes, there's a hot, it's all cancelled out. It's like, oh,
My regards.
just let them die. They're dwarves. Nobody likes them anyway. Ooh, Murder's attacking our keep. I didn't even know there was a ram. Stunned. How long does this thing last? Haha! Not even on the black card, still knocking people off the side of things. Poor Spanky. He went whiz and bang. Oh. Or vice versa, nothing better than to save someone at 5% left. Well, he's confident. Well, that was a burst of morale too. What's all this done for us? Ooh, getting closer. If they're noobs, you're denying them a valuable life lesson. Oof. full-on sniper Magus right there. The other door's at 85. My Shadow Warrior was best in slot when I quit a few years ago. I came back and died to 2 Shami dots, and after taking a pot, he was instantly deleted. Very definition of rage quitting right there. Is that why you ruled a Shami? Because he killed your Shadow Warrior? No, because Shami is the best. Ah, here comes a witch hunter to play with me. Freedom. Some Shamis have insane bursts. To be fair, a lot of Archmages have very good burst damage. I have no idea how they do it. They must stack crit or something like that. He's gonna loop around above me, I would think. Let's do a full circle. They reflect my attitude in life, carefree and happy no matter what. I mean, there's worse ways to be, I suppose. I wonder. Dare I try and run a box? $4K that time. Gork says stop's amazing. Gork says stop's the whole reason I created a Shami. And you're right, there is nothing more funny than killing someone when Gork says stop. I giggle like a little girl every single time. Oh, I was going to take it to this guy and go to the keep. Up, away. My Shami isn't best in slot. He does 700 DPS to 6k burst in 3 seconds and kills test only in 20 seconds. Nice, dude. Ah! I arrived at just the worst time. We get a heal debuff that damages healers, but nothing is more satisfying, Gork says stop. Except when a healer kills themselves with Gork's barbs. Here's the perfect example. Gork says stop, and Gork's barbs on a healer trying to heal itself. Genius. Right. I think we've got a zone change coming to Prague. Melts DPS Archmage and Dumroom Priest, but he's pretty fragile though. My biggest problem with the Chami is I can't figure out a good way to spec mine at the minute. Because mine's 3240... 3245 or something like that, I think, at the minute. I just keep... I keep jumping between different specs and I can't really settle on anything. And it doesn't help that I only play them like once in a blue moon, so... I'm never really playing them for any length of time to figure out what it is I want to do with them. Oh, crikey, I'm surrounded on all sides. No. Pinky, get him. I got the entire warbot chasing me. Leave me alone. Oh dear. How's the rooming been? I has signed now. It's been hit and miss.
Hello.
Lots of zerginess. The odd bit of 1v1. Nothing too crazy. Good DPS or heal, don't try both. I'm pretty much DPS all the way through. Like, for a brief period when I came out of tier 1, I was kind of trying to half and half it, but that was just because I didn't have any points to put into anything, so you kind of could. I just can't. I can't stick with anything. I've tried a couple of different tree setups. I've tried Gork's, not Gork, Sticky Feets. I've tried a few things. About the only thing I can come up with so far that I like is the AoE pump, which is the first ability in the middle tree, I want to say. I don't go DPS until rank 70. See, my zealot I'm leveling as a healer, and I don't think I have it in me to level another healer. So did you figure out who I was? You were running alongside me for quite a while. Are you playing Destro? Or are you playing Order? I honestly didn't notice anybody beside me. So, um, it's hard to let go of sticky feet, but you must. See, I never find sticky feet to be hugely useful the few times that I've used it. Because every time I like throw it down in like a choke point or whatever, when I'm kiting a group of people, they still end up catching me because there's oh crikey, I didn't mean to jump off the side. There's usually a whole bunch of what do you call it? Witch hunters chasing me. Hello, Sfontil. You probably got knocked back over to here. I too got knocked back over to here via my spacebar. Leave me alone, strange elf, for I shall smite thee with my impressive dots. Try the wise coming. You might be surprised. The wise coming. AoE punt feels like it's useful only once in a few days. I get endless fun out of it. You see, in keeps. I went to keep last night with my chamois, and I punted about an entire party of order off the side of the inner keep. Would have been even funnier if Destro at the side was awake to kill any of them, but I chuckled endlessly. Hey, I got a purple bag. There's me constantly complaining about never getting bags, and now I've got a purple and a gold bag. Here, have some immunity. Fire! The wise coming. I'm gonna have a look to see what the wise coming is. Career builder, chamois. Get off, works, barbs. The wise coming. So it's 480%, 487 elemental damage to your target. Damage another target within 20 feet of the last. See, I'd looked at that one the day. I was tempted to actually go for Fury of the Green. When I was looking, but I couldn't make my mind up. I got a blue for being AFK 3 hours. Cool me. Nice. I thought that was me for a minute making that noise. Oh, I haven't got it yet. I think I also saw that I finished my RVR week. I did! Look at that. Finishing all of my goals. What a guy. Fury of the Greenness. Heal spec. Really? Is that the healer tree? Mastery path focused on hindering and weakening. You lie. Surge of wax explodes from your target, inflicting 377 elemental damage upon them for other enemies within 25 feet, healing you and your defensive target And allies within 20 feet of him. Yeah, it's healing, but it's healing in the same way that a disciple of Cain stabbing you in the face is healing. Oh my god, we finally got a scenario. Someone like the Beacons of Gondor. Scenarios are popping. This is not a drill. Also, to show how much of an old man I am, I've literally just finished my first bottle of Grolsch. So I've drank 500 milliliters of beer in 2.5 hours. That's how impressively slow I am at drinking things. It hits for up to 1.5k on 9 targets. Nice! Fury is so fun. Fury is a green seal spec. No Fury is base heal plus life tap heal, and base heal is 15. All double Dutch to me, guys. All I can hear in my head is red makes it go faster. Where is that? Warrior Priest go? Every time. Come back, warrior priest. Take my squirrely doom. I mean, AP drained to hell and back. They finally got me. I love Shaman because it's like having ranged CPS and healer in one. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Come on, Pinky, we can do it. Like DPS arc range in small groups costs much to Warcrest though, but worth it. You know, part of me thinks that's the reason why there's no DPS spec for a Zealot. Because it would be too easy for a Zealot just to toggle between Harbinger and get everything it needs in one button press. Just to go completely left field with it. Heal spec's easier, mine is Invader and Triumphant. My DPS is Sovereign and Warlord. That does sound very expensive in fairness. Ah, Malmar's here. Welcome to the party, dear sir. What? Been healing your whole ass this hour? Yeah. I never notice who's healing me. I just think I'm skillfully dodging everything. Harbinger was supposed to help Zealot level when you hit 40. It's just this. I mean, even in terms of leveling, like, I never find it particularly useful in my Zealot. Old school Harbinger. Yeah, great fun. Loved it. New one? No, not a fan. Oop, sorry. Oh, my other Grolsch. Let's see if I can finish it by midnight. It's more effective in Rune Priest. I mean, effective is a strong word for it, in fairness. Like, I don't think Rune Priests are particularly amazing when it comes to DPS. Like, they seemingly can do DPS, which is more than the Zealot, but fly through little bolt of change. Go away, Samora. Oh my god, I got killed by Nod. Kian and his band of lunatics finally caught me. The hardest thing I've done so far in my Zealot was I 2-pipped the influence in Dragon Week on a PQ in DPS spec just to get a pair of shoulders. I'm not for stat increases or anything like that, just because they looked cool. Personally, I think I deserved a medal, but never got one. See that? He just put a detaunt on Pinky because he knew Pinky was the real damage dealer in this operation. .6. Good DPS Rune Priest can damage charge, but Zealot is a laughing stock in DPS spec. In fact, Zealot almost killed me on my White Lion, but it's because I fell in my chair laughing at him actually trying. It's probably my Zealot, in fairness. Sounds like the sort of thing I'd do. Crests, crests, crests. What's this got us up to? 714 plus 75 from here. I think we're still short. 789. I don't think that gets us our jewelry item. Let's go and check. Fairly sure jewelry item is like 800 and something. Fairly sure. See if I can get another discordant.
What is it? What you want?
Yeah, 887. Could get the helmet though. But I think I'm going to save up for the jewelry item. Because at least that way I can maintain some of my Vanquisher stuff a bit easier. So I think I'll hold off on getting that. Although I suppose if I get that now, that's my Invader Ward complete. Yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. So I'm doing that in wounds and that in toughness. Daren't drop any more wounds though. Is the only thing. Yeah, that's the whole reason I got Invader. One, because it's the cheaper of the three sets, and two, because of the increased range. Do you know what? I'll be good. I'll leave it and I'll get the jewelry item, because the jewelry item will do more for me. Because like the invader stuff's fine. 5% reduced chance to be disrupted. Fine. Not amazing, not terrible. 10-foot increased range. Good. Critical hit, increase your dodge, strike through and disrupt. It's good, but again, it's relying on you critting someone. And then implacable resolve, each time you critically hit an enemy with your Path of Havoc abilities, there's 20% chance that their initiative will be reduced by 80 for 5 seconds. So it ties in with the other one, but it's all just percentages on percentages at that stage. So realistically, you'd stop once you get to the 5-piece. So at the minute, like, I have a 3-piece on it. Get the jewelry item, that'll be 4. Put on one of the other bits, 5. And then replace out the remaining Vanquisher and the cloak with Sovereign. And then slowly just progress more into Sovereign. Is the hope, eventually. But long way to go on that yet. Now the real question is, Onslaught any good for Magus? Doubt it. Literally, it seems to be the only armor set for Onslaught that has a good look associated to it, and it's the only place you can get it from is the Blackguard. And I don't know who it was did it, but whoever it was deserves to be slapped repeatedly for such a heinous, heinous crime. Because there's about 4 different armor sets, all use the generic green and blue look that the Blackguard can get from everything else. It's like, why was one of them not the appearance that they give for Onslaught? Absolutely unbelievable. Annoys me every time I think about it. First world problems, I know. Right, guys, that's us nearly at the 3-hour mark. we've finished off our RVR week. We've nearly got enough crests now to get our Invader Warp Orb. So hopefully next time we play him, we'll get to 67. We'll have another piece of Invader gear. And we'll go from there. Mate, tell me when you need me, and we will form a warband and get you Blackguard Onslaught. You see, I don't need it anymore in the Blackguard because I've got the Sovereign helmet in the Blackguard. But for the longest time, I just wanted that helmet appearance because that's what my Blackguard had in live. Because it was the old Dark Promise helmet. And my Blackguard in live wore a mix of Dark Promise and Invader, I think it was. So I just wanted to level him up the same way because on live I had managed to get the Sovereign helmet for the Blackguard, but I finished before I could get it and wear it. So I kind of scratched that itch whenever I got the Sovereign helmet for the Blackguard. So it's just annoying to me that such a unique and cool looking helmet is restricted to somewhere where no one's going to get it. Like, I've only ever seen 2 Blackguards in the game wearing it. It's like, why? Like, there's so many that are all just using a generic look. Put it in one of them. Okay, well, the offer's there. Well, you're very kind. Thank you very much for that. My witch elf might steal you to go and do Bastion Stairs at some point so that she doesn't have to keep paying extortionate prices for all of her Invader stuff, but you never know. But right, I'm going to have a look here and see who else is streaming and we can do a wee raid. Once again, guys, it's been great to have a chat with you all tonight. Always good just to get a good chin wag. And chat through about the different things and have a bit of a laugh. Thanks again for the follow. TT Lol was very kind. Thanks to Tosh for the raid. That was also very kind. I'm going to be back here again tomorrow. I'll probably be doing another daytime stream. And then I've said it a few times, but I'm not going to be here Thursday, Friday, or Saturday because I'm going away for a while. So, yeah. In the meantime, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you'll have a nice day tomorrow. And I'll catch you back here next time. But until then, take care, all the best, and see ya. Bye.